thought that Spiller was the difference in the ball game. Spiller's the one guy that made the biggest difference, in my opinion. Then our problem was turnovers. I was concerned last week when our quarterback was not able to practice. He didn't practice, wasn't throwing. When I was interviewed yesterday by ABC or whoever, the guys that interviewed me, Blackledge now, I told them one thing I was concerned about, will he lose his time and not throwing much. So, but I wouldn't take a thing away from Clemson. What they won, they deserved to win. They made more big plays. We did. We hung with them for how long? Three quarters, 3.5 quarters, something like that. And then Clemson won the ball game. Who's got a question?
Coach, your quarterback's been so good protecting the football this year. I think he had 4 interceptions in the game. That obviously was a huge difference for you.
Well, the difference was turnovers.
Yeah.
Coach, and you talk more specifically about Spiller. There's been obviously some Heisman talk, but because the Tigers struggled early,
I doubt if anybody's playing better than him in the country. I doubt it. I don't know. I look at the running back at Alabama, who's mighty good. I don't know what he did today. I didn't get to see the game. They won again. But Spiller is just such a I mean, it's kind of like he's back there. I mean, the happiest I got all night was when he'd go off the field. You know, I knew he couldn't get the ball. He comes back out there. I mean, he is just, you know, we talked all week about that wheel route. Talked all week. You know, that's what I'm going to run to one time, about 90 miles an hour for a touchdown. That's why I say he's mighty hard to handle.
Well, where would you rank him? You've had some tremendous athletes through the years.
Where would I rank him? He'd rank up there with any. You know, the people who recruit those kind of guys, they're the ones that's got a chance to win national championships. Because it's people like him that can get you in there. Like you might have to have more than him, but he's the kind of guy that can put you on top.
You talk about the different range of emotions in the ball game there tonight. I mean, there were critical errors.
Oh, there really were. Both of us made errors. We probably scored on some of their errors. I didn't keep up with it. But we'd turn the ball over, and they'd go down and score. Then we'd turn it over, and they didn't score. They'd turn it over back. You know, and the game kind of went that way. And we felt very comfortable. I mean, we knew it was a battle. How late was it? 27. What, 24 to 21, our favorite. How late did it get? Did that get in the fourth quarter?
9:37.
Huh?
9.5 minutes left.
Left in the game. You know, so you're feeling comfortable, but you know that they ain't won yet. You know, and then of course the dam broke.
Do you feel like the turning point in the game may have been on the interception and the lateral play that momentum may have swung in?
Because we were ahead by 3 then, wasn't we? Don't worry. Yeah, that interception. Well, see now that one, I mean, he don't hardly ever underthrow that. He underthrew the ball. He don't ever underthrow that pass. You know, I mean, it shouldn't. That's my fault. I think I probably suggested it.
Bobby, what do you make of the streak? You own the Tigers for so long, and hard to believe that Florida State hasn't won here now since 2001.
Well, they've played better than us, and they've probably been better, and they played better. We've lost to some other folks too here in 2001. You know.
In the first half, at least, it seems like defensively you guys came
Huh?
out. In the first half, at least defensively, it seemed like you guys came out and there was some more fire.
Well, I think we've played with fire all year. It's mistakes that get us beat.
Did Mickey's announcement earlier in the week contribute? Do you think Mickey's retirement announcement contributed at all to the way the defense came out and performed?
Does that have anything to do with it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to ask the players. That comes from them, you know.
Coach, you would never use it as an excuse, but do you think his ribs were bothering Christians?
I don't think so. I think the pain. I was more concerned about the rust. Mm-hmm. You know, you practice for a reason,
Right.
and when you don't practice, it's scary. And you know, our passes are so determined by timing, and but anyway, that's again. I don't want to make it sound like we lost because of that. Clemson just beat us.
Coach, you got to get 2 of the next 3 now, just to get to 6 and bowl eligibility. What do you tell the kids? I mean, I know you can't.
We'll just work on next ball game. What else can you do? You know, I ain't gonna sit there and talk about the next 3 ball games. Next ball game is Wake Forest. You got to do that best, got to win that darn thing. You know, they have to.
Coach, it seemed like you guys ran a lot more variation on defense, coverage-wise, and in terms of the looks that you gave this week. Was that something you guys discussed?
You say more?
Yeah, it looked like
No,
there was
no, we
more
really
styles.
ran a lot less.
Really?
You watched us all year, or was this first game you watched?
This is the 8th.
Huh?
This is the 8th.
You've seen all our games? You have? No, really, we were concerned about all that shifting, so we really cut our coverages down. We used a lot more zone tonight than we had in the past. Now, we use one defense that has a lot of variety to it, and you might look at it here and think it's one thing, look at it over here and you think it's another thing. Prowler, what we call the prowler.
Did Christian hurt himself on the end, in the last one he made the tackle in? Because he
Yeah.
went off.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
You know, just don't know how bad it is yet.
Now you talk to trainer.
Coach, you talked about in the second half when it seemed like momentum started to switch. How hard was it to try to reverse that when they?
You mean when they got it?
Yeah, when
They
they
got
took-
me? Well, actually, you know, they had to kick off to us. We had a what? Do we have a lead at the half? We had a 3-point lead at the half, I think. Then they had to kick off to us. We needed to take it down and win the game right there. We didn't do it. They stopped us. Then we kicked it to them, and then they probably scored.
They
You
went
know?
ahead, then you guys came back.
Huh?
They went ahead, then you guys came back.
Did we score and get ahead of them again after that?
Yeah, but then they-
Then we got back ahead, huh? But it was going that way, you know. I feel very comfortable that we could, if they scored, we could score. That's the way I felt. You know, we've done it all year, but then we started turning the ball over. Turning the ball over.
Coach, what did you think of Jermaine Thomas' performance tonight?
Must have been pretty good. I mean, what yards did he get? I don't even know.
Over 100.
Did he? Well, that's good. That's good. It's hard to do that 2 times in a row because people set to get you, you know. And so I'm glad of that.
Seemed like he ran hard and with authority tonight as well.
Huh?
Seemed like he ran hard.
Well, he did. Yes, he did. That was very. He did run with some authority. Yeah.